Good morning, everyone. Good morning, join fast. Hi, good morning. Welcome to the crash course. First day today, first day of crash course. Hi, good morning. Who all have joined new today? Who all have joined new today? Okay, who all have joined new today? Kindly join this group, I'll tell you. Hold on. Take this. Good morning. Join this WhatsApp group. Okay? Those who have joined new, kindly join this WhatsApp group. Okay? Join this WhatsApp group. Without fail, join it because I share important documents on this group. I'll be sharing important documents. Okay? Link is given just now. Okay? Link again, take this. Everyone, take this link. Join this group immediately. Okay? Because I'll be sharing very important document with you, that is complete ABM PDF. Complete ABM PDF that I'll be sharing with you. 95% of the paper comes from that PDF and the lectures, of course, lectures and the PDF. 95% of the paper. So that's why without fail join it. I'll be sharing this after the class. Okay. So good morning, everyone. Let's start. See, we'll be moving fast because this is a crash course. Okay. But we'll try to cover the maximum data over here. So first is definition of statistics, limitations, data collection. See this. Firstly, what do you mean by frequency? Frequency means anything, any count which you have. If a value of the variable occurs twice or more in a given series of observations, then the number of occurrences is called as frequency. Okay, twice or more. Now this is your bookish definition. See here, your book says that it should be twice or more. Practically, I'll tell you, even if it is once, then also we call it frequency. But as per your book, it is twice or more. Anything should appear twice or more. Okay. Now, what is frequency distribution? The way of representing the data in form of table consisting of values of variables with the corresponding frequencies is called as frequency distribution. Means what? What do you mean by this? See, frequency distribution means x and fx. It's like this. The table will always have x and fx, frequency. Any table. You will be studying this now. You will be having many numericals on this. So x and fx. X is this data, value of the variable, value is this x, and corresponding frequency is fx. So representing this x and fx in a tabular form is called as frequency distribution. Okay. See this like this. Student A, B, C, D, E and marks 20, 20, 30 like this. So x and fx this way. Okay. Class boundary. Now class boundary means what? Class. See this. Suppose if I write it like this, that number of students, or this, like this I write 10 to 19, 20 to 29. This is called as boundary. Boundary means top and the bottom level. Means this top level and the bottom level. These are the boundaries. Now the boundaries can be of two types. Kindly note. They can be of two types. One is exclusive, second is inclusive. Now, what is exclusive and what is inclusive? Very, very important question from the exam point of view. In exam, you will definitely get a question on exclusive on and inclusive. Definitely. What is inclusive? What is exclusive? See here. Everyone pay attention. In inclusive, what happens? Inclusive 10 to 19. Say this 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39. It means what? See this 10 to 19. Both are included, 10 also, 19 also. So the ends are not matching. Look at this 19 and then 20. Ends are not matching. First class and second class ends are not matching. 19 over here, 20 over here. Not matching. That is inclusive. In exclusive, look at this exclusive. 9. So in inclusive, ends are not matching. And in exclusive, ends are matching. Got it? There. So this is inclusive, this is exclusive. Inclusive means what? The first and the last element are included. Means, what do you mean by this? Suppose if I have to write, let's say, I get a data. The data says that the marks obtained is 19. So where will I write 19? So I'll be writing 19 in the first class. Okay. If the marks obtained are 20, then I'll write it in the second class. So both are included. In inclusive, in exclusive, they are not included. They are included either in one of them. Means what? Suppose if I get the marks 19.5. If I get the marks 19.5 over here, where will I write? Will I write it over here or will I write it over here? Here or here? So what do we do in exclusive type? This last number is not included. Suppose if I get the mark 19.5, I'll write it in the first part of the second class. If I get the marks 29.5, I will not write it in this class. I'll write it in the next class. Okay. This is known as exclusive. Okay. It includes last and the first value, both in inclusive. In exclusive, it may means one value is not included in this. Okay. Generally, this last value is not included, and the ends are matching. Kindly note, ends are matching. Okay. In exclusive. Now, always while solving any numerical, you have to first convert the inclusive to exclusive. You have to convert this inclusive to exclusive. Means if you are getting 10 to 19, so this 10 to 19 you'll have to convert to exclusive. Kindly note, you can't solve a problem using inclusive. You have to convert it to exclusive. 10 to 19. How will you convert this? 10 to 19. See this. Take 0.5 over here, 0.5 over here. Okay, 0.5 over here, 0.5 over here. So 10 will be 9.5 over here and 19 will be 19.5 over here. Similarly 20, 19.5 and 29.5. So here you match the ends. Okay, here you match the ends. This is how it goes. Okay. Suppose if you are having this class 10 to 18, 20 to 28. Now look at this. If you are having this class 10 to 18, 20 to 28, how will you make this exclusive? Now if you take 0.5 over here and 0.5 over here, ends will not match. So what do? You look at the last gap, 18 and 20, gap is 2. So match this half. So 19 over here, 9 to 19, 19 to 29. So you have to look at the difference and then match it. Okay. If the difference is only 1, 19 and 20, then take 0.5. If the difference is 2, then take 1. If the difference is 4, if it is 80 and 22, then you will take 20. You should find out the center, middle of this. Okay. Inclusive means like this. Look at this. 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24. Look at this. If you look at each class, there are 5 elements: 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Each one has 5 elements. Now look at exclusive. You have converted this. 10 becomes 9.5, 14 becomes 14.5. So again there are 5 elements. 9.5 to 10.5 to 11.5 to 12.5 to 14.5. So there are 5 elements. So number of elements don't change. Okay, let it be exclusive or inclusive. So you have to convert this inclusive to exclusive always. Okay. Open-end class interval. Now what is open-end? Now open-end means what? Open-end. Look at the name only. Either the upper end is open or the lower end is open or both the ends are open. Means, for example, suppose if I write this 10 to 20, 20 to 30, this much. So I know the beginning, I know the end. 10 and 20, 20 and 30. It's nothing beyond 30. It's nothing below 10. Okay, it is nothing below 10 and beyond 30. Nothing is there. So this is called as closed interval. Now what is open then? Say this open. Below 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, something like this. I can have this much also. Below 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. This much only I'll have it. So one end is open. Below 10 you don't know. What is below 10? It can be minus 50 also. So one end is open, lower end. Or it can be other also. 20 to 30, 30 to 40, above 40. So upper end is also open. So it can be either lower end is open or upper end is open or both are open. Below 10 and above 40. Both are open. This can also happen. Okay. So this is called as open end class interval. Got it? Either lower end or upper end or both the ends are missing. What is the relative frequency? Relative frequency is frequency upon total frequency. Frequency upon total frequency means what? What do you mean by this? Suppose if A is having 10, frequency of A is, let's say, 10. Look at this. Frequency of A is 10. Frequency of B is 20. Frequency of C is 40. So what is the relative frequency of B? So B is frequency upon total frequency. So 20 upon total is what? 70. So 20 upon 70 into 100. So that is the relative frequency of B. Similarly, relative frequency of C, 40 upon 70. Okay. So relative frequency means frequency upon total frequency. Percentage frequency. Now what is percentage frequency? Class frequency upon total frequency into 100. Now this and this are same. If you look at it, these two are same. Because here also you are doing frequency upon total frequency. Here also you are doing class frequency upon total frequency. Same thing. Okay. So class frequency and relative frequency are roughly same. Frequency density. Density means what? Class frequency upon width of the class. Class frequency upon width. Now what is density firstly? Density means compactness. How strong? Dense. Okay. Dense means what? Okay. Let me give a simple example. Dense. If there is a class packed class of, let's say, 50 students in a small room. Okay, 50 students in a small room. What will you say? It's a dense class. Dense. Too much density. Now if there are only 2 students in one class in that room, then what will you call? It's not dense. Density means how compact it is. Okay. So density means the formula for this is class frequency upon width. Now, class frequency upon width. What is class frequency? It is given in the exam. What is width? Width you have to find out. How do you find out the width? See this. Width is like this. Suppose if I give you like this. This is my data. 10 to 20, I am having 5 numbers, 5 elements. 5 boys are there in between 10 to 20. 20 to 30, I am having 7 boys. So this is known as the frequency. This is fx. This is x. Okay, this is class. This is fx. So width equals to what? Width is upper end minus lower end of the class. So 20 minus 10. 20 minus 10. Similarly over here, 30 minus 20. See, width will not change. 10 over here, 10 over here. You go ahead also, you will get 10 only. So width does not change. Kindly note this. Okay. So width means what? Everyone, upper end minus lower end. Okay. Of every class. That is called as width. Okay. Next, discrete frequency distribution. Now these two terms have come to you. One is discrete and second is continuous. What is discrete? What is continuous? Discrete means which can be separated. Which can be separated means what? I'll give you a simple example. Suppose if you are having mangoes, okay? Suppose if you are having mangoes with you, can you count them? That one mango, second mango, third mango, like this you can count them, right? Discrete, you can separate each mango from other. Okay, that is discrete. Suppose if I tell you, in 5 minutes, count this basket full of mangoes. In 5 minutes, count this basket full of mangoes. Full basket of mangoes is there. I am giving you to count. So you'll be able to count, isn't it? Why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you'll go on counting and tell me 80 mangoes are there in the basket. Now what do? I take the same basket and give you rice. Okay? And then I tell you to count each crystal or each that dana, okay, each seed of that rice in 5 minutes. Count that rice, each dana of that rice in 5 minutes. Will you be able to count? Everyone? Suppose if I give you rice or let's say wheat, anything, any grain, I give you to count the grain and tell you give me in 5 minutes how many grains are there. I don't want kgs. I want how many grains are there. Will you tell me? If I give you mangoes, you'll be able to tell me, isn't it? If I give you grains, will you be able to tell me? No. Okay, you won't be able to tell me, isn't it? So what does it mean? You won't be able to tell me. It means what? It means you cannot measure it individually. That's called as continuous. That's called as continuous. Okay? So what do we do in this? Discrete, you express them in single element x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can express it in x. Whereas in continuous, I don't express it in x. I express it in class. 10 to 20, how many are there? 20 to 30, how many are there? 30 to 40, how many are there? So we express them in class intervals within the certain limits. Okay? So now let's look at it. Marks obtained by 20 students in an exam of 50 marks are given below. Convert the data into continuous frequency. So 20 students I am having, these are the marks. I have to convert it to continuous. Now if I want discrete means what? I'll count 1 1, 18, 23, 28, 29, 44. This is discrete. Now if I want class, it means what will I do? In that case, what will I do? I'll find the lowest marks. Which is the lowest mark over here? Who can tell me? You guys tell me which is the lowest mark over here. Which is the lowest mark over here? Everyone? 18. Correct. Now which is the highest mark over here? Correct. 18 is the lowest mark. Very good. Which is the highest mark now? Highest. Highest is 49. Very good. Okay, everyone has got this. Lowest is 18, highest is 49. So now I have to convert this data into continuous data. See, I have to convert this to continuous. Okay. So what am I doing? Kindly note, discrete. This is discrete, right? I can count it 1 1. I am converting it to continuous. Okay. How do I convert? 18 is the lowest, 49 is the highest. So what do I do over here? Lowest 18, highest 49. I'll mark my own classes continuous. My own, no? It depends on me. What have I to take? Means I'll take this 18 is the lowest. I'll take it 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. 50 will be my last. See here, I'll round it off. 18 I can round it off to 15. Round 15, a gap of 5. And here 49 I can round it off to 50. So 15, then 5, 20, then 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, like this. Or I can round it off to 18, I can round it off to 10 also. And 49 again 50. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So here I was having many classes. Here I am having only 4 5 classes. Now this I can round it off to gap of 20 also. 18 I'll round this gap, I'll round it off to 20, gap of 20. So it will be what? 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60. So here I'll have only 3 classes. So now it depends on me. What have I to do? Do I want 3 classes? Do I want many classes? I can do this for 2 also. Means I can do it like this also. 18 to 20, 20 to 22, 22 to 24, 24 to 26, like this. It depends on me. Now, me means what? How will I decide? On what can I do? I can do this on basis of accuracy which I require. Accuracy. If I require more accurate, what will I do? If I require more accurate, I'll do 18 to 20, 20 to 22, 22 to 24, like this, 2 gap. If I require less accurate, what will I do? I'll take a gap of 20, 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60. That's it. Who all are there? I'll just put it. See this. I've shown it over here. So suppose if I do this 15 to 20, 20 to 25, like this, if I do it, then I'll have all these. I'll put this. See this 15 to 20. How many are there? 1. You got it over here. See this 18 is once. Only once, I think so. So you got it 1 over here. So 1 over here. 20 to 25. 2 are there. So this 23 is there. Then who is there? Anyone else is there? 24 is there. So 2 are there in 20 to 25. So I have written 2. Similarly others. You can go on writing. Now if I put it like this, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, like this, then 1 you have in this, 20 to 30 you are having 9 now. Okay, 20 to 30 you are having 9, 23, then what, 29, 29, like this. You are having whatever, you can count them. Okay. So this is the way you can put this frequency distribution. This is distribution. Now if you want to calculate the relative frequency or the class frequency, percentage frequency of the class. So what will you do? 1 upon total. What is total? Total is 20. Because students are 20, answer should be 20. So 1 upon 20, 9 upon 20, 5 upon 20, like this. This is my relative or class frequency. Now plot this. This is a simple numerical. Represent the information given below in a suitable table. In a suitable table. So this table you have to represent. Means what? Read this. Everyone read this first. Go through it. Okay? Go through it, everyone. Go through it. See this. What is given? Let me bring it down. Okay, now you're able to see this? Yeah. Represent the information given below in the suitable table. There are 1400 students. Fitness test is carried out. 21% were girls. From the doctor's report, it was found that 396 males and 104 females were unfit. The remaining males, 40% of the remaining males and 60% of the remaining females were in good health. The rest were temporarily unfit. So you have to show this in the data in form of table. See, 1400 total. Write their male and female. So 21% were girls. So 21% into 1400. Okay, so girls were this much. 21% of 1400, 294. So 294 over here. So remaining are males. So 1400 minus 294, 1106. What was given? From the doctor's report, it was found that 396 males and 104 females were unfit. So it's given 396 and 104. Write them. So 396 and 104, they were unfit. So what about remaining? 1106 minus 396, so 710. Similarly over here, 190. So out of this remaining, this is remaining. What is given? 40% of the remaining males and 60% of the remaining females were in good health. So 40% of the remaining, kindly note the word remaining. So 40% of the 710 and what? 60% of the remaining. So 60% of 190. 40% of 710, 60% of 190. So what is that? 284 and 114. So they are in good health. See, it is given. They are in good health. The rest were declared temporarily unfit. So these, what are the temporarily unfit then? 710 minus 284, 426, temporarily unfit. 190 minus 114, 76, temporarily unfit. Okay. So this data, this data is to be put it in form of table. Always remember. Okay. So this way you can put it in exam also. You will get such questions. Now this question you might feel that you will say, sir, it's so easy. But in exam it becomes difficult. Why? Because you don't have time over there. You make mistakes in the percentage calculations. You make mistake in subtraction, addition. So this simple problem becomes difficult in exam. Okay? Why? Because you are in a hurry. In exam, kindly note, whenever you solve any problem which you solve, always keep your head very cool. Okay? Note, whenever you are solving any paper, if there is any difficult problem, anything difficult which you find in your paper, try to leave it asap. Try to leave it and move on to the next one. Because what happens, many a times we waste our time. Yeah, Kelsey is allowed. Many a times what happens, we waste our time. We waste our time on difficult problems, difficult theory. And easy problems and easy theory is left out. In the exam, then what happens? At the end, you don't get time. Okay? In the end, you then comes in, sir, last 20 questions I didn't get time only. Why didn't you get time? So the reason is Darshana joined this group. Okay, everyone, those who have joined late, kindly join this group. So kindly note, why don't you get time in exam? Because you waste your time on difficult things. Don't waste your time on difficult problem, difficult theory. Leave it immediately to the next problem. Okay, next theory. Because I'll tell you 40% of the paper, everyone kindly note whatever I'm telling you. 40% of the paper is generally very easy. Very, very, very easy. In fact, not even 40, 60% of the paper is very easy. Only 40% is difficult. 60% of the paper is very easy. Only 40% is difficult. And what do? We waste our time on the 40%, not that 60%. Your passing is only 50. So you must always focus whatever you find it difficult, leave it immediately, move on to the next one. In the end, check. If you get time, check that difficult one. Okay? And second is don't leave any question. Don't leave any question. Okay? Look at this. The data of some worker's salary are given as 2300, 2400, 2500, blah 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 blah, all this. You can read it now. If the desired number of class intervals is 10, the class width is. So data is given. Okay. Now what you have to do? The class width. Okay. How do you find out the class width over here? Class width. Class width is what? What did I say about the class width? What did I tell you? In that class, upper limit minus lower limit. Okay. In the class, upper limit minus lower limit is the class width. Okay. So what now? Upper limit minus lower limit. So what is the upper limit over here? Upper limit over here is, who can give me? Maximum is 3000, I think so. Yeah, 3000. 3000 is the maximum one. What is the minimum one? Minimum one is 2000. So 3000 minus 2000. Now this, you'll say this is a class, but this is not class. This is the range. See here, this range means of the all the students, minimum and maximum. So minimum of all the students, minimum of all the maximum of all the students is the range. So 2000 over here, 3000 over here. This is the range. Okay. Understand the difference between the range and the class width. Range means starting and end of the all the elements given. Class width means starting and end of that smaller class. Look at this. This is class width. This is the range. Okay. So now what do you have to do? You have to find out the class width. So range you know. This range divided by number of intervals. So 3000 minus 2000 upon 10. 3000 minus 2000 upon 10. Okay. So that is equal to 100. So you got this width. Class width is 100. Okay. Clear? One sec. Now you give me the answer of this. Everyone, give me the answer. The largest and the smallest value of the data are 60 and 40 respectively. If the desired number of class intervals is 5, then the class width is 60, 40 and desired number of class intervals is 5. So what is the class width? Who can give me? Give me the class width. What is it? 5, 4, 4. Correct. 4, 4. Answer is C. Very good. Answer is C. Okay? Answer is C. Say this 60 minus 40 upon 5. So 20 upon 5, 4. Okay? Now you tell me, everyone. I'll give you some questions. Okay, first let's solve these and then I'll give you the remaining ones. One sec. Just let me remove the answers. Otherwise, what happens? You know that answers then there's no value. Let me remove the answers first. I'm having the answers over here. Hold on. Now done. Now take this. The class intervals where the upper and the lower limits are also in the class interval are called as exclusive, inclusive, discrete, continuous. So what is the answer for this? It is inclusive. They are also in the limit. So it is called as inclusive. Okay. The type of cumulative frequency. Okay, hold on. The type of cumulative frequency in which frequencies are added starting from the highest to the lowest is called as relative, percentage, less than, and greater than. Here it is added from highest to lowest, from top to bottom. It is called as this answer. Anyone knows this answer? If you don't know, then it's okay. Highest to lowest. Highest to lowest is always, kindly note, you might not be knowing this because you have not done this up till now. This is called as greater than cumulative frequency. Okay. There are two types of cumulative frequencies. If you go from highest to lowest, high to low, it is called as greater than GT. I'll write it. If you go from low to high, then it is called as less than LT. Okay. From high to low, it's called as GT. From low to high, it's called as LT. Okay, lower than. What do you mean by this? Yeah, it's highlighted about. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Okay. What do you mean by this? Okay, what do you mean by this? High to low means what? Cumulative frequency high to low means what? See here, it's like this. Suppose if I write this, I write it like this. See this X, then Fx frequency, then I'll write CF cumulative frequency. If my X is let's say 5 to 10, okay, and frequency is let's say 10, then 10 to 15. This is let's say 7. So what is my cumulative frequency? Cumulative means what? Addition. Okay, 15 to 20. Let's say this is 7, 8, no, 6. Let's take this 6. So what is my CF now? Here it will be 17, 7 plus 10. Here 16 plus 7, 23. Cumulative frequency means I go on adding this. This is called as cumulative. Okay. So that is the meaning of cumulative. The data classification, which is based on the variables like demand, supply, height, weight, is considered as qualitative, quantitative, time series, and discrete. Now this you will have to answer me. The data which is in terms of demand, supply, height, weight, it is what? Qualitative or quantitative? Yes, the answer is correct, Subhash, Shesh. Answer is B, quantitative. Why quantitative? Yes. Why it is quantitative? Because it can be measured in numbers. Height, you know. Weight, you can measure. Supply, demand, you can measure because you have numbers for this. Okay, so that is called as quantitative. The data are classified or arranged by the time of occurrence, such as years, months, or weeks. This is called as what? This you might not be knowing this, knowing it. Okay, if you know it, it's well and good. If you don't know, then also it's okay. So it is called as what? This is called as two answers are there. One is time series and second is historical. You have the answer. This you have a chapter, separate chapter you are having time series. This you have a chapter. Okay, time series. So both A and C, time series also and historical also. Okay, here. Now this is the numerical type. Numerical. This you have to just plot it. It's very simple. In 2020, out of 3,000 workers in a factory, 2,300 were skilled workers. 2,300 were skilled workers. Number of women employees were 300, out of which 250 were unskilled. Okay, 300 were women employees, means out of these 3,000, 300 were women, out of which 250 were unskilled. In 2021, the number of skilled workers was 2,750. Skilled workers, of which 2,500 were men. The number of unskilled workers was 760, out of which 300 were women. This is 2021 data. Now nothing is asked. You have to just plot it. So how to plot this? 2020. Look at it. What is given? 3,000 workers. Total 3,000. We'll classify them in skilled and unskilled. What is given? 2,300 were skilled. So 2,300, I'll put it over here, skilled. Look at this. 2,300 were skilled. So what is unskilled then? Out of 3,000, 2,300 skilled. So unskilled is 700. Done. What about women? The number of women employees was 300. So women are 300. Women are 300. So how many are men then? 3,000 minus 300. How many are men? 3,000 minus 300. So 2,700. So 300, out of which 250 were unskilled. So again, unskilled is what? 250. So 250 women, out of 300 women, 250 are unskilled. So how many are skilled women? 50. Skilled women are 50. Okay. Now this is about 2020 data. Now 2021. The number of skilled workers was 2,750. Now here, kindly note, don't get confused. Otherwise, you'll get confused that you'll take this 3,000 as common. No, it's not given. In 2021, it's not given whether the total number of employees is 3,000 or not. You don't know. So don't take this 3,000. Okay? Take this as a separate problem. 2021, number of skilled workers was 2,750. So skilled is 2,750. Write it. Of which 2,500 were men. So now write this. 2,750, 2,500 are men. So women are how many then? 250. Okay. The number of unskilled workers was 760. So number of unskilled is 760. So 2,750 skilled. Unskilled is 760. Out of which 300 are women. So 300 are women over here. So what is men? 460. Unskilled. So now if I ask you, what is the total number of employees? What is the total number of employees? Then what will be the answer? Who can give me? What is the total number of employees in 2021? I want the answer. 2021, what is the total number of employees? It is 27 plus 7. 35 10. Acha, 27 plus 7 is 35 10. Okay. 35 10. Okay. 35 10. What is the total number of men? So it is 25 plus 460, 2960. Correct? So got it? Simple. So only plotting is important. If you are able to plot it properly, then it becomes very easy. Otherwise it becomes very difficult. So you must be very cool in your head while solving any problem, any frequency, any module A problem. See here, in ABM I'll tell you, module A is the most difficult module. Most difficult. Because you are having totally statistics. Very difficult module A. Okay? I'll take module A and C. So C is okay. C is not that difficult. B is also not difficult. HR. See, you are having numericals only in module A and module C. That's it, which I am taking. Module B and module D, no numericals, theory only. Okay? Module A is the most difficult one because now you'll see from tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be doing sampling. Sampling is also very tough. Okay? Got it, everyone? So again, now today's lecture we are ending. Now you tell me how many of you are there who are not there on the WhatsApp group. See this, I am forwarding this group. Kindly join this WhatsApp group without fail. Those who have joined new just now in some last 10-15 minutes. Those who have joined new, kindly join this WhatsApp group. Without fail, join it. Okay, join fast. I'll be sharing some important PDFs of ABM and BFM, both. Today at 9 p.m. you are having BFM class again. Okay? Today it is started, Anil. Just today is the first day, this class. So even I don't know when, up to what. Roughly 1 month it will continue. 1 month. Roughly. Means I can't give the exact date, but roughly one month. Because today is what, 21, no? Yeah, from 24. Yeah, 1 month it will continue, Anil. Okay? Chalo. Bye everyone. This is a crash course. Everyone join it fast. Okay? Enjoy today's lecture. Who all are new? Who all have joined new? Okay? So, see here, I'll be taking with various numericals. Various numericals because I have to take the numericals. It's totally based on numericals. You all have to pay attention because even if you miss a single point in the numericals, you don't get the next step. And all the chapters are having numericals. Here, I'll give you in numbers. The first one is, yeah, thanks Anil. Everyone kindly note, what are the chapters? Yeah, I'll give the link, Om Prakash. See, chapters are, firstly it is, where is this cursor? Hold on. Yeah. You can check the chapters, correlation. The difficult ones are yet to come. Chapter number 3, difficult. Correlation, difficult. Time series is okay. Time series is easy, means not that easy, but a bit difficult. Estimation is very easy. Probability, difficult. Everyone pay attention. Probability and chapter number 3 are the most difficult chapters. Probability and chapter number 3. Very, very, very difficult. Okay, very difficult. If you don't understand probability, it's out, totally out. So that's why pay attention in every class. All are having numericals. Module A, there is no chapter which is not having numericals. No chapter. All the chapters are having numericals. Yeah, first class. Correct, Kuldeep. This is the first lecture. Okay. Chalo, bye everyone. Don't forget to give the ratings. Okay. Don't forget to give the ratings at the end. Chalo, bye.